So the first concert I attended was a free concert in Central Park, and it was a concert by the band when they had their first album out, Music at Big Pink, and when they left, I don't know if they left being the backup band for Bob Dylan, but it was a great show, the original band, I'll always remember that. It was in Central Park in New York. Let's see, the first album that I remember that I bought was an album by Johnny Mathis. I loved his voice, and I think he had a couple of #1 records. One was It's Not For Me to Say, the other one was Chances Are, and I just thought he was the greatest vocalist I've heard. And as far as I remember, the Johnny Mathis album, that's the first one I ever bought. Let's say the first band I was in, but we called it a group. And I was in Lincoln High School, and I was in a group called the Link Tones, because it was Lincoln High School, so it was the Link Tones. And the other guy in the group, his name was Neil Sedaka. So that's how we all started back in Lincoln High School in Brooklyn, New York, the Link Tones. Let's see, my first car, the first car I ever bought with my own money, I thought anyway. We had a big hit record called Tonight I Fell in Love. And with the royalties from Tonight I Fell in Love, I bought a car called a Hillman Minx. I'm sure nobody ever heard of it, but it was a little white convertible with a red leather interior, and this was the first car I ever bought. And I wonder where, it's probably worth a lot of money today, but nobody probably ever heard of a Hillman Minx, and that's the car, a Hillman Minx, an English car. Let's see, the first gig, I don't think we got paid, but it was with the Link Tones, with Neil Sedaka. I think by then we had changed our name to the Tokens, and it was for the USO. We did a lot of free shows for the USO, and that's about the first gig, non-paying gig that I can remember with Neil Sedaka and the Tokens for the first time. Let's see, my great memory of the Malt Shop Cruise, I remember the first time that we were on the Malt Shop Cruise, I couldn't believe the amount of people and how happy everybody. I was never in a place where there were 2,000 or more people that were smiling all day and night, and they were just happy to see everybody, and it was like, it was a great feeling to be part of that situation. And like I say, part of my job is making people happy, and I think probably that's the best job anybody could have. Okay, how did I feel the first time I heard Tonight I Fell in Love? That was before The Lion Sleeps Tonight. When I heard that on the radio, I think I was walking down the street where I lived in Brooklyn, and somebody had the car window open, and I heard it playing from the car radio, and I stopped in my tracks and I said, "Wait a minute, that sounds like me. I think that's me on the radio." And it was, hey, I thought I could possibly be a rock and roll star, but who knew, you know? But that's the first time I heard it in somebody's passing car in Brooklyn, New York. The first moment I felt I made it in career would be now, because it's always the first moment for me, you know? I always feel I have to prove myself, and we have to do a great job, and I'm still making it in my career. It's never, I'm never gonna stop trying, and I don't know, you know, when I first made it, maybe I made it and I didn't know about it, but I'm still trying to make it, and I hope I achieve that goal.